game day this week and fresh start for every team around the league. Really facing the Colts.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's week 1 of the NFL.
Yeah, let's get it on.
We'll see Jordan Love and the Indianapolis Colts versus Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports.
Them ain't your championships. Coming in the house that Peyton built. Let's go.
They're ready to go.
Let's go.
Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
First down, going to the air with Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First down, Love to pass. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the...
Rifles one, and
Oh, there we go. There we go. Bad pass. Yeah, that's a bad pass right there.
They force the opening drive turnover. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow, rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. Think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Colts pick it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Come on, man.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Sloppy.
Not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley Cox. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. This is Mack on the counter. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Mack to get it again on 2nd down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing. Love. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll run here with Mack. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Love. Touchdown, Colts. That's caught. Mo Alley Cox from 4 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now Joe Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On second down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Burrow on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown. Devin Funches.
There we go.
From 8 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jordan Love in this offense ready to get the football back. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. On third down, a run by Mack. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Here we go. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now it's Burrow. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, here's second and 14. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's second and 10. Now it's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Kadarius Toney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
All right.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Final play of the half, Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front at halftime. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting Buccaneers as that game has gone to halftime. Deshaun Kaiser, a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they trail the visiting Patriots at halftime. Calvin Ridley, a touchdown catch in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts.
All right, let's get going.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had.
A lot better than the arm I had before.
He hasn't forgotten about it at all because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he may even buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs.
Let's see if they can tackle.
And making it work.
They'll run on first down. Harris.
Come on, man.
Stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd and a couple. Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And they go play action now. Burrow. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be brought down
Good
inside
hit.
the 20 at the 19.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Mixon with it. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go play action with Burrow. Forced out to his left. Throw left side here into the hands of Wesco, the tight end. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Mixon.
Whoa, run this bitch ass over.
Touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown.
Can we see that again?
The Bengals take the opening kickoff.
Can we see that again?
Right down the field to extend their lead.
One more time. One more
Just
time.
power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him.
One more time.
Push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
You ain't have to do that boy like that. He's in my way, coach. He's in my way.
The extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Hernandez, God,
Nice
dog.
drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 1st and 10, Love.
Gotcha. I seen that coming.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Now Burrow loses the football.
God, duh.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Burrow on 1st down. The quick slant caught. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Running over
a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though. But they're
all right. You done for the day?
It certainly is.
You done for the day? Good runs.
win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He dumps this off to Mack. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off
Baker.
Jerome Baker.
Let's go.
The return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right, in this stage of the game.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Najee Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jordan Love and his offense ready to get the football back. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Indy.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Love's throw into the hands of Pittman here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Again, it's Love. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Gallup, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. McManus's point after is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 21. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime,